I am just getting the cruiser ready for a little trip I am doing up north. My gearbox just blew up. Welcome back, guys. I am just getting the cruiser ready this afternoon for a little trip I am doing up north. I am heading up to go fishing and exploring up at the Cape. And once again, I am going alone, but I never feel alone when I have this camera with me. So I'm gonna finish packing. I am leaving tomorrow bright and early. I'm actually almost done packing. I really should have filmed that so that I could show you guys how I usually prepare the cruiser for a big trip. All right, what a beautiful morning for an adventure. I actually love driving north of home because it's just such a beautiful drive right along the coast for a little while, and there's actually a stop along the way that I usually just drive right past. It's just before Port Douglas, but it is low tide at the moment, which means it's the perfect time to stop, and I will show you why. On low tide, you are almost guaranteed to see a crocodile that lives here. It is low tide now, so he should hopefully be on his little bank. Oh, yep, there he is. I can see him down there on the bank where he usually is on low tide. Now, I want to get a bit closer to give you guys a look, but I also don't want to disturb him too much. I am semi-blind, but yeah, this croc looks kind of unhealthy to me. It doesn't look very alive. And there you go, there he was. I really didn't want to disturb him too much, so I tried not to get too close. Looked freaking massive on the remote here, so maybe 3.5, 4 meters, not sure. So after checking out the croc, I continued heading north, and this part of the trip, to put it quite bluntly, is where everything goes to shit. As you can see here, I'm recording myself driving, but I shut off the GoPro just a little too early because 10 minutes later, disaster struck. My gearbox just blew up. All right, let's have a recap of the past 45 minutes, and please excuse me because filming with the GoPro was the last thing on my mind. But yes, you guys heard that correct. My gearbox just blew up. Now, there was no phone service, so block your ears, mum and dad, but I had to hitchhike back to this little town. Now, I've reached out to a chick over social media that I know lives in Cooktown. Her name is Nina. I have told her my dilemma and she's going to help out, and I am so grateful. So the plan is I am going to book a room here tonight at Lakeland Pub, and Nina has organized her friend Riley to come and pick me up very early tomorrow morning. So I booked myself a room at the pub. Now I'm gonna hang out here and then wait to get picked up.
Not a bad little room though.
Okay, so I have made it to Nina's house. This is her and her partner Guy's property. They have this lovely big shed. Nina's friend Riley came and picked me up from my accommodation super early in the morning. We went and picked the cruiser up on the side of the road from its little overnight sleepover. I was really happy not to see it on blocks, that's for sure. We towed it all the way to Nina's. Now the cruiser is parked here. A complete random chick and I've been given a room to stay, a workshop to work on the cruiser in. I could be bloody crazy for all they know. So yeah, this is where the cruiser is going to stay until I can fix it. Cooktown is a super small place, so the odds of there being a gearbox for me to buy here and just whack in is very slim. So I have had a bit better of a look at the cruiser this morning. It's worse than what I thought it was going to be. Originally on the roadside, I thought it was the gearbox, then I thought it was the clutch, and now it's the gearbox and the clutch. But you know what? Lucky there's a mechanic around here. So I'm just going to slowly start pulling things apart
And taking the old one out. Are you going to help her, yeah? What are you doing? What do you think you're going to do?
Little trade assistant here.
Oh, two trade assistants. So this is the jack we're using because we don't have a proper jack, but we're making it work. Looks dodgy as, but it'll work. Hopefully. It's ready to lift down now.
Not laying on your engine?
No, stop there, hang on, just let me double check. It looks pretty free, yeah.
Got it, I'm going all the way down.
Yeah, there we go, we're out. We're out. Alright, so the gearbox is ready to pull out, but we're going to have to lift the car with a bobcat or forklift or something so that there's enough clearance to drag it out, because right now it is hitting on all of this, so it needs to be dragged out. This is a shit enough job on its own with a hoist, but when you don't have a hoist it is 10 times worse. My new gearbox and clutch are on their way. They'll be here this afternoon. Oh well, got the job done, and then tomorrow it's all just whacking it back in. Alright, so I don't want to bore you guys for the whole episode changing out a gearbox, so I'm going to go do something fun this afternoon. I'm pretty much halfway anyway, and I can't do much more else without my new gearbox. I've been given a car to borrow, and I've been given some crab pots to borrow. I've got to go pick those up. Now obviously I don't have a tinny, so I am going to be chucking them off the bank, and I've been given a creek recommendation that isn't too far. So apparently it is not the best. Even if I don't catch anything, I'm still having more fun than I am under that thing. All right, so I've just arrived at the joint where I'm going to be picking up the crab pots from. I'll go out and I'll bait these pots up. I'm really excited to get out and do something that doesn't involve working on the cruiser. I've got 5 pots that I'm going to throw in. Hey. All right. Now I've been taught this little trick. Chuck some pillies in a bottle. Yuck. Delicious. I'm gonna poke some holes in that. Smells disgusting. Should attract the crabs. One. Throw these on. Righto. I'll get there and have just enough daylight to chuck the pots in. So let's go. Wow, this spot is beautiful. There's a big croc that apparently hangs around here too, so I've got to be super careful. So what I'm walking through is going to be a bit of a I'm already tangled. Right, I've decided to just do one pot at a time, otherwise it is going to be an absolute nightmare. This is what I'm going to be walking through. Oh. Someone's got a little tinny in there. Nice little spot to hide that. Alright, so I've walked all of the pots up to this little spot. Now I'm gonna chuck one right here, I reckon. Nice little spot just in there. So get these assembled. Get one assembled anyway. yeah, that went well. I'll come back in the morning, check those 5 pots. Hopefully I can get a feed of muddies, and I'll also get stuck straight back into the cruiser again tomorrow, get that back on the road. It was very generous of Riley, Beck and Ben to let me borrow a car so that I could come out and do this. Has been an absolute massive help. Now, something else I'm gonna do tomorrow, guys, is call into the caravan park that they own, because I feel like good people deserve good things. Show you more on that tomorrow, but for now, I'm gonna take the car back and go get a good night's sleep.
Right, good morning, guys. The water level looks a lot lower than what I thought it was going to be. So hopefully the pots aren't exposed. But yeah, let's go see if we've got some crabs. Oh, it is half out of the water. I put it in there on the piss. Oh, something went that way. Yeah, I don't think this one's any good. Little ones, they are under legal, but I will get them out and give you guys a look. Alright, we're gonna have a look at you. Stop. Or not. Finally got him. Now, it's a shame he's not legal. I can definitely tell he's undersized. He's super undersized. And so is the other one. The other one's actually even smaller. So yeah, we'll get these ones back in the water and got 4 more to check. Off you go, mate. It's your lucky day. And the second one is just a little baby. How cute. Righto, that water looks beautiful. Too bad you can't swim in it. Oh. Okay, there's some... Oh, there's a shark in here. Kidding me? Wow, okay. Hang on. What the heck? Oh, there's a little shark in there. More undersized crabs. Oh, what the hell? It's making its way itself. I'm gonna have to help him. Go on. Oh. In you go. That's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, no big crabs in that pot. There was a shark. I don't know what type that was. So yeah, on to the next 3. So here's the third one. Right, 2 more smaller ones in here. I'm going to throw these back. Right, I can see my last 2 pots. I'm losing hope. Today for under legal size muddies, there's another 3 babies in here. This one definitely has something in it. I can see some movement. Two. So yeah, another 3 undersized mud crabs, which is so unfortunate. I was hoping to get at least 1, but you know, you can't always win. Unfortunately, no mud crabs, but that's all right. It was still good to get out of underneath my car. So I'm gonna head back now and get stuck straight back into it. I'm whacking the gearbox back in today, and hopefully I have it ready to test this afternoon, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. It is so nerve-wracking changing out such a major component in your car. Yeah, it was nice to get out still, even though I didn't get anything to cook up later. But once the car is running again, I will be off on some adventures while I'm up here in Cooktown. Good morning. Actually, it is a great morning because I should have the cruiser back up and running today. Shout out to Connor, who is one of Nina and Guy's friends, Drove it all the way up from Townsville, so 8 or so hours away, and it's honestly saved me so much time and money. So yeah, the gearbox and clutch arrived late yesterday afternoon. It's sitting on a ute over here. Come and have a look at it. There she is. So now all that's left to do today is whack this in and the new clutch kit, and I should hopefully be back on the road. Hello. Hello. So there's just a few things that need changing over from the old gearbox to the new gearbox. Things like sensors and things like that. But once that's all done, it will be ready to just tuck back in. Alright, so the new gearbox is almost ready to chuck in the cruiser. Just doing a few last minute little changeovers. We are really not far away from chucking the new one in. And I'm just about to start on the clutch. So the old one is still in there. Alright, so it is all back in. All that's left to do is top up the oil, plug in some sensors, the drive shafts, and give it a test drive. Hopefully everything goes alright.
How you looking at it? You got your bungs done up tight?
Yep, one at the back is just on this one now.
10 mil thinner. Beautiful. I'll guess it. Not that one.
Yeah, so when they got with Marcus off, like he couldn't take anything with him. So.
Righto, so I am done. Finally done. Nina and Guy have been an absolutely huge help today. So all that's left to do now is just 4 bolts on the drive shaft. Then I can test it. I don't want to talk too soon because I can't breathe until I have test driven and gone through all the gears, and it's all good. But the end is freaking near, and I am so happy to just finally relax and enjoy my little holiday that I left home to have. The cruiser needs a bloody paint job too, so yeah, let's go underneath, bolt up the last 4 bolts, and go through the test drive together. Stay tuned. Scary. Scary. Okay. Here we go, here we go. I'll go around. Yeah. My belt always squeals. What a relief that was. The test drive went perfectly. Everything went smoothly. I've brought the cruiser back. I gave it a scrub because there was greasy, dirty fingerprints absolutely everywhere. I've given myself a bit of a scrub. Now, before I wrap this episode up, I want to talk to you about 2 places in Cooktown that I absolutely think you should visit if you are here. One is Tackle World, so the lure shop, which is where Nina works. Go in there, say hello to Nina, super friendly. Reminder of the time she took in a stray chick off the streets. So if you want to know anything about fishing, she will do her absolute best to give you all the information she can. So go check out Tackle World, the lure shop in Cooktown, and it is huge in there. It has hands down got to be the best shop in Cooktown. Honestly, the amount of gear in there is insane, and the croc wall, oh my gosh. If you love crocs, if you're a big fan of crocs like me, you're gonna love the lure shop. And the second place is the Peninsula Caravan Park. Now, there are multiple caravan parks in Cooktown, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased over the owners helping me, but I genuinely love helping good people. And these people are bloody good people. I've gotten to know them so well over the last few days. The caravan park is spotless. I've been watching how hard they work. So I would absolutely highly recommend that park if you are going there. Anyway, the cruiser is fixed. I am not going straight home. I am going to do what I came here for: adventuring, exploring, barra fishing. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next episode.